This is the OTB Network.
Hello everyone and welcome to this week's edition of Horses and Courses. I'm Jean Wood. We've had a very busy few days of racing over this past weekend, and we are going to begin the program in Kentucky at Keeneland, where last Wednesday they ran the Double Dog Dare Stakes for older fillies and mares going 1 mile and a 16th. Let's head back to last Wednesday in the Double Dog Dare.
And this time they are off. Ender's Sister comes out running for the early lead. Excellenza comes forward. Colony Band toward the inside with Native Annie picking it up now. Native Annie and Colony Band side by side for the lead heading into the first turn. Excellenza stays outward from the rail in the third position, joined by Ender's Sister. Then Spectacular Lisa, Beau Watch, and La Reason is last, 6 lengths off the lead around the first turn. Colony Band leading Native Annie by a half length. They're joined by Excellenza, who's 3 wide as they enter the backstretch, 23-3, the time for the opening quarter. Then Ender's Sister in the center of the track. Beau Watch back toward the rail. Spectacular Lisa is next to last, and La Reason is the trailer, 6 lengths from the lead at the midpoint of the backstretch. Colony Band sets the tempo, leads it now by 1.5 lengths from Native Annie in second by 3/4 of a length. Excellenza, then Beau Watch, Ender's Sister on the far outside, La Reason and Spectacular Lisa. They got the half in 47 3/5 seconds, and they've got Colony Band to catch. She leads Ender's Sister by 2 lengths. Excellenza third. Native Annie is now fourth and 5 lengths off the lead around the far turn. Beau Watch, La Reason, and Spectacular Lisa is last as they move by the quarter pole. Colony Band shows the way by 2. Ender's Sister is second by 3. La Reason has picked up a lot of positions around the far turn, but she's still third and still 6 lengths from the front. And the leaders coming to the 8th pole, Colony Band, chased by La Reason, but there's 5 lengths between them, a gap of 7 more to Ender's Sister and Excellenza. Final furlong of the Double Dog Dare Stakes. Colony Band stays clear of La Reason, and Colony Band will take it. Colony Band wins it. La Reason was home second, and then it was a long way back to Ender's Sister in third.
Colony Band, John Velasquez, who has just been on a tear wherever he is riding, getting a front-running 3+ length victory is the odds-on choice from Longshot La Reason. Ender's Sister, who's been a pretty consistent filly, hitting the board on a regular basis against Grade 2 and Grade 3 company, getting the 3rd spot. The winner, Colony Band, is a bay filly, a daughter of Dixieland Band from Hostesante by Pleasant Colony, bred in Kentucky by Wertheimer and Frere, owned by the breeder and trained by Todd Fletcher, ridden to victory by John Velasquez. Colony Band covers the 1 mile and a 16th in 1:46 flat. We're going to head to the Keeneland turf now for the Thursday Stakes feature, the Forerunner, an ungraded $100,000 for 3-year-olds on the grass. Let's head to Keeneland and Thursday's running of the Forerunner.
And they're off. Gun Salute broke alertly with Cosmic Chris from the outside. These two with Lord Robin also coming forward, along with Mad Adam down toward the inside. Lord Robin, Mad Adam come to the front together and open up by 1.5 lengths on Cosmic Chris, who is third, headed for the first turn. Gun Salute caught toward the far outside. Interpretation back toward the rail, joined by Tadreeb, who's running 4 lengths off the early lead. Chatham Straight is there to his outside, and a break of nearly 5 more lengths back to Fire It Up, who trails through an opening quarter in 23 2/5 seconds. Lord Robin puts ahead in front. Mad Adam is second for the move onto the backstretch. Cosmic Chris 2 lengths off the lead in third. Tadreeb is between horses in fourth. Gun Salute to his outside. Then Interpretation, who's 5 lengths off the lead, joined by Chatham Straight, and 4 more back to Fire It Up. The half in 47 1. Lord Robin leads it by just better than 2 lengths to the far turn. Tadreeb is looking for running room. He's in between horses. Now starts to move up to challenge Cosmic Chris for second. Gun Salute joins them. Mad Adam is fifth toward the inside. Chatham Straight, Interpretation, and Fire It Up is last as they come toward the quarter pole. Lord Robin on the lead by 2 lengths, turning for home. Cosmic Chris is second, a half length. Then Gun Salute, Mad Adam. Tadreeb is still some 6 lengths off the lead. And Lord Robin, the gray, heads the field toward the 8th pole in front by 2. Cosmic Chris, Gun Salute, Mad Adam to Drebe is still lingering in 5th. Then Interpretation. And here's Gun Salute up to get the lead in the final furlong of the forerunner. Cosmic Chris to 2nd. Mad Adam is charging late toward the rail, but it's going to be Gun Salute to take it. Gun Salute by 3 over Mad Adam in 2nd. Cosmic Chris was 3rd in 1:48.2.
Gun Salute, a very nice effort from off the pace. He broke alertly, was taken back by Cornelio Velasquez before making a 2+ length victorious move over Mad Adam, a long shot at 34-1. Longest shot on the board at 46-1 was Cosmic Chris, the early pace setter who held on for 3rd. The winner, Gun Salute, is a 3-year-old bay colt, a son of military from Hale Roberta by Roberto, bred in Kentucky by Brant Lau and owned by his breeder, trained by Bill Mott, ridden to victory by Cornelio Velasquez. Gun Salute covers the 1 1/8 on the turf at Keeneland in 1:48.2. We're going to head now into Saturday's card with a pair of stakes races, beginning with the Stravinsky Stakes. $100,000 for 3-year-olds and up, fillies and mares going short on the grass. Let's head down to Kentucky and the Stravinsky.
And they're off a very poor beginning for Gold Vault, but not for Shaunavon or Ms. Trick or Treat. They come to the front as a team. Miss Penny Fortune and Consignata move up on the far outside. Natitude away 5th down toward the rail. Then Polish Affair, Silver Crown in the center of the course, followed by Tara's Touch, who's 6 lengths from the front. Mocha Queen is next toward the inside, 7 lengths off the leader. Then Sing It, Dewey's Trick, and 5 more lengths back to Gold Vault, who's absolutely last. 21-2 was the time for the opening quarter. Miss Penny Fortune leads it a length and a half, now by 2 lengths. Consignata is 2nd by a head. Ms. Trick or Treat is 3rd. Shaunavon angles wide in 4th. She's 4 lengths off the lead. A gap of 3 more lengths behind her to Polish Affair, Silver Crown, and Mocha Queen and Tara's Touch. Into the stretch, Shaunavon chasing Miss Penny Fortune. Consignata dives toward the rail from 3rd. Then Polish Affair 4th. Tara's Touch is next. Sing It runs late on the outside. Tara's Touch needs room. Shaunavon the new leader. Shaunavon with Tara's Touch coming through toward the inside. Mocha Queen running late. Tara's Touch to the lead. Sing It on the far outside. Sing It charging. Tara's Touch. Shaunavon, Tara's Touch takes it and is close for 2nd. Either Shaunavon or Sing It for place.
Tara's Touch, a very nice effort over the yielding surface under showery conditions, getting the victory, her first in the United States. A very nice off-the-pace rallying move, taking advantage of a very fast pace on a yielding surface to win by 3/4 under Mike Smith. Shaunavon in the 2nd spot, a long shot, Sing It rallying into the 3rd spot. The winner, Tara's Touch, is a 6-year-old bay mare, a daughter of Tara's Halls from Best Gem by Test. Bred in South Africa by Mr. R.C. Nupp, owned by Team Valor Stable and Margot Farm, trained by Niall O'Callaghan. Ridden to victory by Pat Valenzuela. Tara's Touch covers the 5.5 furlongs on the yielding turf in 1:04.2. Next up, the Coolmore Lexington, essentially the last best spot to get any graded stakes earnings on that Triple Crown trail. $325,000, a 1.16 for the 3-year-olds. Let's head back to Keeneland and the Coolmore Lexington.
And they're off in the Coolmore Lexington Stakes. Forever Wild broke sharply on the outside, but Going Wild, Executive, and Storm Surge come to the front together. Rockport Harbor is placed toward the far outside. He comes out running in the 4th position. Then Coin Silver back toward the inside. Forever Wild is now next to last as they move midway on the first turn, and Sorted Out is the early trailer, nearly 6 lengths off the lead. Executive leads it by a neck. Going Wild is 2nd by 2.5 lengths to Rockport Harbor. Storm Surge now takes 3rd by a neck. Down to his inside. Gap of 2 more to Coin Silver. Sorted Out is next to last, and Forever Wild is now the trailer. 23 seconds the time for the opening quarter. Going Wild is alongside of Executive. That's the side-by-side battle for the lead. Gap of just over 2 more lengths to Rockport Harbor on the outside of Storm Surge, who still has the 3rd spot by a half length. And Coin Silver moves into contention against the rail 5th. 3 lengths from the front. Sorted Out and Forever Wild last. They got the half in 46 and 2/5 seconds. Going Wild leads it now. Executive is backpedaling. Storm Surge moves up into 2nd. Coin Silver looking for running room. And Rockport Harbor is 4th on the outside. He'll move 3 wide, still 4 lengths off the lead. And here is Storm Surge at the quarter pole to get alongside of Going Wild.
And Coin Silver swings toward the far outside as they turn for home, and Sorted Out tries to get going as well, off 6 furlongs in 1 minute 12 seconds. Coin Silver opens up on the lead. He has it by 3 lengths in the final furlong, and Coin Silver is going to spring the upset in the Coolmore Lexington. Coin Silver takes it by 4 lengths. It was Sorted Out home second, Storm Surge was third, and then Forever Wild fourth in 1 minute 45 and 3/5 seconds.
Coin Silver in a bit of an upset, 13-1. Not very often you get 13-1 on anything Todd Pletcher sends into the gate, but this guy moving up in company here and showing he's got a little bit of talent. Now, it was showery, it was a sloppy racetrack, perhaps he benefited from that, rallying from off the pace and a bit of a style change. This guy has generally run most of his races aggressive on the front end. He here rates nicely under Javier Castellano and rallies past a pretty solid field of horses in here. Sorted Out plunking up for the second spot. Storm Surge just off the pace early and finishing third. The early pace setter here, Act Executive, faded badly. Also disappointing in here was Rockport Harbor, who never got up to the lead. Now I suspect that perhaps they were hoping to get a stalking trip out of Rockport Harbor. He faded badly as the odds-on choice, finishing 6th in the field of 7. I have to assume that he is most likely off the Triple Crown or the Kentucky Derby trail anyway as of now. But Rockport Harbor a little bit disappointing in his first attempt at rating off the pace. Now he was a little bit wide, but he came up very flat late on the sloppy racing surface. The winner, however, very impressive. He is a dark Bear Brown, 3-year-old son of Anise from Beyond a Doubt by Conquistador Cielo. As you can see, he comes by his mud-loving ability naturally. He was bred in Kentucky by the Biggs Farm, owned by Peachtree Stable, trained by Todd Pletcher, and ridden to victory by Javier Castellano. Coin Silver covers the mile in a 16th in the Keeneland Slop in 1:45 and 3. One more Keeneland Stakes race for you, that on Sunday, the Appalachian for 3-year-old fillies, $100,000, a mile on the turf. Let's head back to Kentucky in the Appalachian.
And they're off. Sweet Talker comes out running for the early lead, and Godsend goes with her, and there goes Sweet Solero from the center of the course. Sweet Solero tries to clear the inside traffic. As they enter the first turn, she does so with ease, gets over toward the rail. Sweet Solero, in fact, runs on with a 3-length lead midway on the first turn. Sweet Talker, then Godsend on the outside. Patty's Daisy moves up a wide fourth, just over 2 lengths from the front. Ensign Mala is next. Polish Grove is in between horses, 4 lengths off the leader, flanked by Valor Allenda, who stays toward the center of the course. Then a gap of 7 more lengths back to Ascot Dream, who's last after a poor beginning. 24 seconds was the time for the opening quarter. Godsend puts ahead in front. Sweet Solero fights back from the rail. That's the battle for the lead. 2 more lengths to Patty's Daisy, who will be 3 wide going to the far turn. Polish Grove between horses. Sweet Talker against the rail. Malor Allenda is still 4 lengths from the front, moving around Ensign Mala. Ascot Dream is last, the half in 47 and 4/5 seconds. Godsend, Sweet Solero, Patty's Daisy, Malor Allenda on the far outside, and Sweet Talker finds an opening toward the rail. They are 4 across contesting the lead. Malor Allenda from the outside goes to the front at the 8th pole. Patty's Daisy, then Sweet Talker. Godsend drops back into 4th. Final furlong of the Appalachian, Malor Allenda has the lead by 2 lengths. Sweet Talker, then Patty's Daisy. Godsend is 4th, and Malor Allenda is going to take it. Malor Allenda wins it by 3 lengths. Patty's Daisy second. Sweet Talker was third. Godsend was 4th in 1 minute 37 and 3/5 seconds.
Melchor Allenda, she is now 3 for 3. We saw her break her maiden in New York last year. She came back with a stakes win, an ungraded stakes on the turf in New York, and now returns off the long layoff for a 3.5 length off the pace victory over Patty's Daisy, who did win a stake here at Keeneland last fall. Sweet Talker picking up the 3rd spot after tracking behind the early pace. The winner, Melchor Allenda, is a bay 3-year-old daughter of Pulpit from Potrener by Potriazzo, bred in Kentucky by JFB Stables and Reynolds Bell Jr., owned by the TNT Stud and trained by Bobby Frankel, ridden to victory by John Velasquez. Melchor Allenda covers the mile on a yielding surface in 1:37 and 3. We are going to pause now for a brief message, and when we return, we've got stakes racing action from Pimlico, Hawthorne, and Bay Meadows. Please stay with us.
nybreads.com, the online home of North America's best incentive program. The latest news, updated throughout the day, plus streaming video of New York bred stakes winners. Check out the New York bred leaderboards for jockeys, trainers, owners, and breeders. Want to become an owner or breeder? Well, the New York Thoroughbred Breeders section tells you about upcoming new owner seminars and farm tours. You'll even find an online sales section with horses you can purchase right now. There's a directory of New York State farms, a stallion registry, plus up-to-date sales information complete with hip numbers and pedigree pages. Thinking of breeding your mare? First, go to nybreads.com and run a hypothetical mating with any registered New York-based stallion. And finally, at nybreads.com, you'll see why the New York Breeding and Racing Program is North America's best, with over $40 million a year in purses, incentives, and awards. So get with the program at nybreads.com.
Welcome back, everyone, to Horses and Courses. We're going to continue now with stakes racing action from Pimlico, beginning with Saturday's running of the Federico Tessio for 3-year-olds. This is an ungraded mile and an eighth with a $100,000 purse. Let's head to Maryland on the Federico Tessio.
Set to go in the Federico Tessio, and they're off. Good break, Malibu Moonshine out of the front. Hello, Jerry, Legal Control. By a Nose Joe on the far outside, followed by Watchmon, and Super 8 Track is the last runner. On past the line now, and on the inside, there goes Hello, Jerry. Out to control things, Hello, Jerry from Legal Control. Watchmon in between horses in third, and Malibu Moonshine well settled at the fence, just 2 lengths from the front. By a Nose Joe, again, the 3-wide journey around that first turn. By a Nose Joe, eager to run on, just 3 lengths from the front. The pace very slow here, and Super 8 Track is the trailer. 24-1 for the opening quarter, and Hello, Jerry dictating terms at an even pace. Legal Control second. By a Nose Joe asks for an early run up on the outside. Malibu Moonshine content to sit at the rail and appears to have plenty of run left at this point, followed by Watchmon, and off the rail and last is Super 8 Track and 7 lengths from the front. 49-1 for the half mile, so the pace slows here for the front running Hello, Jerry from Legal Control. By a Nose Joe, Malibu Moonshine mid-pack, followed by Watchmon. Last of all is Super 8 Track. Half mile left to go. Hello, Jerry trying to steal it up front. Legal Control. By a Nose Joe, Malibu Moonshine still down at the fence with a fighting chance, a length and a half from the front, followed by Super 8 Track under a ride, about 4 from that lead, and Watchmon trailing the field. Hello, Jerry from By a Nose Joe. Malibu Moonshine has to quicken up. Legal Control done for the afternoon. Watchmon tries to rev up on the inside, now tipping to the outside of Malibu Moonshine, and they swing for home with Hello, Jerry, By a Nose Joe. Malibu Moonshine angled off the fence by Steve Cowboy Hamilton. Out for a long and a half to go. Hello, Jerry leading the way under the left-handed stick, shifting about just a bit. By a Nose Joe. Malibu Moonshine running gamely on the outside. Malibu Moonshine's coming with a run. Here comes Malibu Moonshine, and Malibu Moonshine roars up to take it from Hello, Jerry. Malibu Moonshine gonna get it. Malibu Moonshine, a half-length winner with Steve Hamilton in the Federico Tessio. A shifting Hello, Jerry was second. By a Nose Joe was third, and Watchmon and Super 8 Track and Legal Control.
Malibu Moonshine, one of the most consistent mid-Atlantic 3-year-olds, and it seems to make sense that they are going to keep this guy off the Kentucky Derby trail, although, as is often the case with these Maryland types, they love to take a shot at the Preakness, and I wouldn't be surprised to see him show up there. Malibu Moonshine, a 3/4 length victor over Hello, Jerry with New York shipper By a Nose Joe, the odds-on choice in this field, running third. The winner, Malibu Moonshine, is a chestnut 3-year-old son of Malibu Moon from Time to Coast by Coastal. Bred in Florida by Andrea Lamada, owned by Woodrow Marriott, and trained by King Leatherberry, ridden to victory by Steve Hamilton. Malibu Moonshine covers the mile and an eighth at Pimlico in 1:53.2. We're going to head right back to Pimlico now. From 3-year-olds, we're going to move to older horses in the running of the Jim McKay Breeders' Cup Handicap. The older set going 9 furlongs. Let's head back to Pimlico and the Jim McKay Breeders' Cup.
And they're off with the Jim McKay Breeders' Cup Handicap. Cherokee Rap was out first from Lusty Latin Classic Endeavor, is taken back, and here comes Presidential Affair. Broke a beat slow, but it's gone right to the front now, and Hydrogen is the last runner. Pushing on to the first turn, Presidential Affair and Todd Glasser out to control things a length and a half. Cherokee Rap second. Lusty Latin is in the third spot, followed by Classic Endeavor and Hydrogen down to the inside, only 6 lengths from first to last. 7/8 to run. The pace heating up here. Presidential Affair setting it on his pace. Leads it by 3.5 from Cherokee Rap Lusty Latin. Hydrogen has asked for a bid now, and Hydrogen wants to go on and is sent through on the inside. Hydrogen sent through inside with Vogelsanger inside of Cherokee Rap and taking second now, and 4.5 lengths off the front-running Presidential Affair. Presidential Affair still there. 5/8 to go. 4-length advantage from Hydrogen second. Cherokee Rap Lusty Latin. It looks to be done early this afternoon, and Classic Endeavors toward the back of the pack and still 7 lengths off that lead. Racing past the 4 furlong mark, Presidential Affair using the speed to his advantage. Hydrogen's just off the inside second. Classic Endeavor shipped through down to the fence, followed by Cherokee Rap, who's struggling along. Never heard from Lusty Latin. Presidential Affair still there, 7 lengths clear with 3/8 to go. Hydrogen second. Classic Endeavor still down inside their third. Cherokee Rap under steady pressure, but not going anywhere. And Lusty Latin well back. Top of the stretch, Presidential Affair, 7 lengths clear from Hydrogen and Classic Endeavor, and Cherokee Rap and Lusty Latin is well back. A furlong and a half to go in the Jim McKay Breeders' Cup Handicap. Presidential Affair by half dozen lengths. Classic Endeavor full out second. Presidential Affair drifting out toward the center of the track with a 1/16 of a mile left to go. It's a one-horse affair in the Jim McKay Breeders' Cup Handicap. Presidential Affair all the way today to win by about 6 or 7. Classic Endeavor second, Hydrogen third, Cherokee Rap Lusty Latin.
Presidential Affair, a very nice victory by this guy in a pretty classy field of older horses here. Unfortunately, a short field with a couple of scratches, but nonetheless a very competitive field. It didn't look that way on the racetrack as Presidential Affair got to the front and never looked back, opening up as much as 8 lengths, heading around the far turn and into the top of the stretch, galloping by 7.5 lengths over the favored Classic Endeavor, who rallied from off the pace. He's usually a bit of a speedball, but here he sat off the pace and rallied. Hydrogen did chase in the early going and ended up finishing third. The winner, Presidential Affair, is a 6-year-old bay gelding, a son of Not for Love from Quite Amazing by Bear Hunt, bred in Pennsylvania by Will Run Farm and owned by Edward Ceresa and Vincent Papandrea, trained by Martin Ceresa and ridden to victory by Todd Glasser. Presidential Affair covers the 9 furlongs at Pimlico in 1:49 and 3. We're going to head to Chicago next and Hawthorne in a pair of Saturday stakes races, beginning with the older males in the National Jockey Club Handicap. This is a $250,000 Grade 3. Let's head to Hawthorne and the National Jockey Club.
For the National Jockey Club Handicap, and they're off. And it's Badge of Silver out for the lead. Pollard's Vision left well. Here's Lord of the Game moving up. Free for Internet came away fourth. They've got a mile to run in the race, and Badge of Silver has the lead. Here's Lord of the Game, now moving up to challenge second. Pollard's Vision tracking from third, and Free for Internet is the trailer, and that one's about 10 behind the leader with 7 furlongs to run. And around the turn they go. Badge of Silver leading 3/4 of a length. Lord of the Game right there on the outside, tracking in second. Pollard's Vision a close-up third, and a gap to the trailer. Free for Internet. On to the backstretch they go. Jerry Bailey and Badge of Silver in control. Eddie Razzo Jr. as Lord of the Game right there in second. And now these two have drawn away by 5 from John Velasquez and Pollard's Vision. And Willie Martinez and Free for Internet still at the end, and that one's about 15 from the leader with a little more than a half mile to run. And into the far turn, Badge of Silver the leader. Lord of the Game still right there tracking in second. Pollard's Vision trying to rally in third, and Free for Internet is fourth. Final 3/8 in the 50th running of the National Jockey Club Handicap. Badge of Silver being pressured by Lord of the Game. And now here comes the Illinois Derby winner, Pollard's Vision, making his move 3 wide at the top of the stretch. And Free for Internet is only 5 behind the embattled trio. And they come off the turn, and Pollard's Vision on the outside takes the lead. Badge of Silver trying to fight back second. Lord of the Game retreating third. Free for Internet fourth. Coming to the 8th pole, it's Pollard's Vision on a short lead. Badge of Silver trying to fight back. It's Pollard's Vision on the outside with the lead. Badge of Silver racing second. Lord of the Game and Free for Internet. They come to the wire. Pollard's Vision in front. Pollard's Vision won by a length and a half. Badge of Silver second. Lord of the Game third. Free for Internet fourth. In the 50th running of the National Jockey Club Handicap.
Pollard's Vision now 2 for 2 at Hawthorne. He won the Illinois Derby there very impressively last year. Here rates kindly as Badge of Silver is pressed by the local favorite Lord of the Game in the early going and gives up as Pollard's Vision is able to run by a length and a quarter to victory over the favorite Badge of Silver, Lord of the Game, back in the 3rd spot in the short 4-horse field. The winner, Pollard's Vision, is a dark bay or brown 4-year-old son of Carson City from a Tas Uni by Dixieland Band. Bred in Kentucky by Charles A. Smith and owned by the Edgewood Farm. Trained by Todd Pletcher, ridden to victory by John Velasquez. Pollard's Vision runs the 9 furlongs at Hawthorne in 1 minute, 49 seconds flat. We're going to head right back to Hawthorne now in the running of the 60 Sales. Once again, a grade 3, this time for fillies and mares. Let's head back to Hawthorne in the 60 Sales.
They're off in the 60 Sales handicap. Injustice left for the lead. Between horses, Rare Gift is there. Moving up on the outside, Uninhibited Song with Ghostly Gate down along the rail. Moving up, Isola Piabella. They go into the finish wire for the first time, and Justice has the lead. Uninhibited Song on the outside second. Isola Piabella moves up to be third. Ghostly Gate tucked in along the rail fourth, 2.5 behind the leader. And it's a length and a half back to find Rare Gift fifth. Personal Legend racing sixth, in the early trailer is Frials for Real. They race on to the backstretch, 6 furlongs to run. Your leader, Injustice. Injustice leads a half length. Uninhibited Song right there in second. Towards the inside, Ghostly Gate now moves into third. Isola Piabella on the outside fourth, 2.5 behind the leader. And in between horses, Rare Gift a close-up fifth. 2 more back to find Personal Legend, trailing the field but on the move. Frials for Real. Field starts the bunch, and they're covered by 6.5 lengths with a half mile to run in the 60 Sales. And around the far turn, Injustice keeps her lead. It's Injustice showing the way a length and a half. Uninhibited Song racing second. Here comes Isola Piabella charging up on the outside. Was fourth, now third, now second. They come to the top of the stretch. Injustice the leader. Isola Piabella attacks on the outside second. Here comes Rare Gift now charging up on the outside third. Ghostly Gate fourth. Uninhibited Song is retreating. 3/16 to go in the 60 Sales. Isola Piabella now has the lead. Rare Gift now charging up on the outside second. Injustice third. In between horses, Personal Legend coming on fourth. Ghostly Gate is fifth. Final 16th. Isola Piabella has the lead. Rare Gift is trying, but not gaining on the leader. It will be Isola Piabella to win it by 2. Rare Gift was second. Ghostly Gate came on to be third. Personal Legend fourth in the 27th running of the 60 Sales handicap at Hawthorne.
Isola Piabella, yet another victory for the John Velasquez, Todd Pletcher combination. This nice filly shipping in from South Florida, picking up a perfect stalking trip, mid-pack rallying move, and kept to her business for a 2-length victory over Rare Gift, who was last seen running in New York. Ghostly Gate, the one of the local horses, at 15-1. Running a solid third. Disappointing in the field was Personal Legend, who did get off to a little bit of a poor start. She hopped just a little bit, but she really didn't show much in her early part of the race. She did rally a little bit as the favorite in the field, finishing fourth in the group of 7. The winner, Isola Piabella, is a bay 5-year-old daughter of Rich Man's Gold from Sweet Music by Inchwood. Bred in Chile by the Aras Sumaya and owned by the Sumaya Stable, trained by Todd Pletcher, ridden to victory by John Velasquez, Isola Piabella runs the 1.1 miles at Hawthorne in 1:49 and 2. Going to head to California next, starting in Northern California at Bay Meadows in the San Francisco Breeders' Cup Mile on Saturday. Older milers on the turf. Let's head to California in the San Francisco Breeders' Cup.
And there they go in the San Francisco Breeders' Cup Mile. Alibaba broke briskly. He's out for the lead. And also there is the old man Night Patrol. Imitation is forwardly placed from the extreme outside. Castledale secures a beautiful stalking trip along the rail, and he is in hand, traveling smartly. A Dream is Born contending for the 3rd spot. 3 wide entering the clubhouse run. You got a Tarot playing inside of Gold Ruckus. Night Bachbell second to last, and Private Chef is at the back. Night Patrol makes the pace. Imitation is his partner. A Dream is Born is currently in 3rd with just under 2.5 to make up. And we've got a Castledale along with Alibaba, 1 from the rail, and Tarot Plane's committed to a 3 wide run entering the Longden Lawns backstretch run. Tarot Plane has more than 5 to make up. It's about 2.5 to Private Chef with Gold Ruckus, and Night Bachbell is the trailer. Up the Longden Lawn on the lead, Night Patrol and his partner, Imitation. They make the pace together by just under 3. A Dream is Born 3 wide. Alibaba 1 from the rail. Castledale still traveling smoothly from the inside, just under 3 from the leader near the 3/8. Terroplane now finds himself 4 wide with 3 furlongs to travel. He's ready to launch his charge. Then we're going to Private Chef, Gold Ruckus, and Night Bachbell. Near the quarter pole in the grade 2, San Francisco Breeders kept mile. Imitation right alongside of Night Patrol. A Dream is Born to the grandstand side, and Castledale's off the rail for the final furlong. And here comes Castledale, and A Dream is Born. Castledale in the 2-path. A Dream is Born is 4 wide, and he's making a big move. Castledale and A Dream is Born. Castledale quickens. A Dream is Born runs with him. These two face off in the San Francisco Breeders' Cup Mile, and it's going to be Castledale. Castledale and Renee Douglas capture the top prize. They were able to save all the ground, and they defeated A Dream is Born. Further back in the field raced Alibaba along with Terroplane. Unofficially, Castledale wins the San Francisco Breeders' Cup Mile.
Castledale back in the winner's circle. Good to see this guy run a good race. He was a nice 3-year-old, and early he did win the Santa Anita Derby, and he really disappointed in all of his subsequent performances. Back onto the turf and picking up a victory. This guy did begin his career in his native Europe and did run well on the grass there. Now he ends up victorious in Grade 2 company here in the United States as the choice over A Dream is Born, recent stakes winner in Northern California, Alibaba. 52-1 for this guy, who often will pop up with a very big race against good company, finishing in the 3rd spot after tracking the early pace. The winner, Castledale, is a 4-year-old bay colt, a son of Pietre Celebre from Loujoux by Silver Hawk, bred in Ireland by the Gigginstown House Stud, owned by Frank Lyons and Greg Nee, trained by Jeff Mullins, and ridden to victory by Renee Douglas. Castledale runs the mile on the turf at Bay Meadows in 1:37.2. We're going to head now to Southern California. We're going to begin our Southern California jaunt by going all the way back to last Monday's stakes feature at Santa Anita, the San Simeon, their closing day stakes feature. This is a Grade 3 on the turf, the downhill turf course, and they are sprinting. Let's head back to Santa Anita, last Monday's San Simeon.
And away they go to a perfect start. Shadow of Illinois from the outside gate. McCann's Mojave came away well from the inside gate. Lazeri showing early speed as well. In fact, they're all lining up. Royal Price is right there and Golden Arrow. Geronimo last, but only 4 lengths off these leaders. They run to the half-mile pole. McCann's Mojave, Royal Price on the outside, and Lazeri. Those 3 fly on the lead. Golden Arrow's taken back into 4th. Shadow of Illinois is now 4.5 off the leaders, and 2 more to Geronimo. Down the hill they come. McCann's Mojave now kicks on, takes a narrow advantage. Royal Price goes with him on the outside. Lazeri's dropped back to 3rd with Golden Arrow alongside of him. Shadow of Illinois and Geronimo, but they are compact. 3 lengths would cover the lot. Coming to the top of the lane, McCann's Mojave down at the rail. Golden Arrow on the outside, Royal Price between them. Geronimo looking for somewhere to run in the pink blinkers. Shadow of Illinois and Lazeri wide open. Golden Arrow on the grandstand side. McCann's Mojave loses ground. Shadow of Illinois down the center of the track. Geronimo's running on gamely as well, but it's Shadow of Illinois taking the advantage from Golden Arrow. Geronimo back in 3rd. Shadow of Illinois chased now by Geronimo, who's going to get 2nd, but Shadow of Illinois will win. Shadow of Illinois, Geronimo 2nd, Golden Arrow 3rd.
Shadow of Illinois and Mark Guidry went out to California and has really done very, very well. That downhill turf course, kind of a tricky surface to play, but he has learned to ride it quite nicely, winning by a length over Geronimo, with Golden Arrow back in the 3rd spot as the early pace setter Royal Price fades rather badly. The winner, Shadow of Illinois, is a dark bay or brown 5-year-old gelded son of Illinois Storm from My Annie T by Trempolino. Bred in California by Barbara Millard and owned by WD and Ella Stivage, trained by Anthony Saavedra. Ridden to victory by Mark Guidry. Shadow of Illinois covers the 6.5 on the downhill turf in 1:12.3. We are going to pause now for one more brief message. When we return, we'll be heading to Hollywood Park, back home to New York for the Big A, and we do have a special overseas feature for you as well. Please stay with us.
And finally, in sports tonight, billboards in Kentucky, welcoming you to the horse capital of the world, New York. How's that? Well, it's a marketing campaign to get Kentuckians to rally behind their horse industry. Folks down in the bluegrass must be getting a little worried, a little squeamish, a little verklempt over the incredible achievements of thoroughbreds bred right here in New York. Hey, don't worry, Kentucky. At least you still have a Derby.
The New York Breeding and Racing Program just keeps getting bigger and better. In 2005, registered New York breds will compete for a record $45 million in purses and incentives. And speaking of records, last year, New York breds won 40 open stakes, including Funnyside in the Grade 1 Jockey Club Gold Cup. Funnyside has won! People from all walks of life, from all sports, are getting with the program. Shouldn't you?
Welcome back, everyone, to Horses and Courses. We're going to continue now at Hollywood Park on Saturday. Their stakes feature the Wilshire Handicap for 3-year-olds and up. Fillies and mares going a mile on the turf. Let's head to Hollywood Park in the running of the Wilshire.
Set. They're off. Festival and 5 Nichols show speed. Mia Domina's between horses. These 3 fastest into stride. Belange and Pickle will sit 4th and 5th. Then Amarama and Makeup Artist, and the early trailer is Antediluvian. 5 Nichols going to clear off from Festival as Danny Sorensen lets her go. So 5 Nichols and Garrett Gomez to the backstretch, now 2.5 lengths in front. Festival will sit 2nd as Mia Domina is perfectly placed by Tyler Bays. She's 3rd and about 4 from 5 Nichols, who's aggressive up the backstretch. Pickle and Belange both have about 5 lengths to make up. They're 3.5 in front of Makeup Artist, who's 8.5 from the front. Amarama has 11 to come, and a length behind her, it's Antediluvian midway on the backstretch in the 44th Wilshire Handicap, and 5 Nichols is a less than a half mile from home, and she's 2 lengths in front of both Festival and Mia Domina. Mia Domina is just waiting for the go signal from Tyler. She's in the perfect spot and a length from the front. 2.5 lengths to Pickle, then comes Belange at the rail. Makeup Artist has 5 to come. Antediluvian and Amarama 8 from the lead, and they run to the top of the stretch. 5 Nichols, Festival between horses, Mia Domina to the outside. The 3 of them line up at the top of the stretch. Pickle is only a length and a quarter from the front. Belange stays at the rail. She's got a chance to slip through, and Mia Domina puts ahead in front. Still work to do. Here comes Pickle. Makeup Artist from the back of the pack, and Pickle has taken over the lead. Mia Domina's backed out of it. Makeup Artist is 2nd. It's Pickle and Makeup Artist. Amarama could get 3rd. Pickle, Makeup Artist. Pickle, Makeup Artist right together. Pickle had it with about 30 yards to run, and Makeup Artist made it an inch either way in the Wilshire. Desperately close.
Pickle getting the victory. A very nice effort here by this filly. A game run by a nose, just getting there in the shadow of the wire over Makeup Artist. Amarama, who has been a little bit of a disappointment in recent starts, rallying from off the pace into the 3rd spot. Favored in the field was Mia Domina, who did run well, forwardly placed throughout, a little aggressive in the early going, but was outfinished and finished 4th in the field of 8. And the winner, Pickle, is a dark Bayer Brown 4-year-old daughter of Piccolo from Crackle by Ansham. She was bred in Great Britain by Simon Tyndall, owned by Ron Charles in Clear Valley Stable, trained by Sanford Schulman, and ridden to victory by John Court. Pickle runs the mile at Hollywood Park in 1:33 and 4. We're going to continue now with stakes racing action, heading back to New York. We're going to take a look next at the Fort Marcy, the first turf stakes of the season in New York, $100,000 Grade 3 at a mile and a 16th. And believe it or not, this Grade 3 features the return to the races of last year's winner of the Breeders' Cup Turf. Better Talk Now. Let's head down to New York and the running of the Fort Marcy.
And they're off. Ecclesiastic veered out just a bit at the start. Here's Chili Rooster from the far outside post. Remind us there. And Better Talk Now is allowed to trail the field in the early going here. So it's Chili Rooster who's up to take a short lead. Remind on the inside 2nd, and Ecclesiastic tucks in behind them neatly in 3rd. L'Oiseau d'Argent settles into an easy gallop 4th. And the Breeders' Cup winner, Better Talk Now, is at the back of the pack, 5 lengths from the lead, through an opening quarter of 24 3/5 seconds. And sharing the lead are Remind and Chili Rooster. Remind on the inside, Chili Rooster on the outside, 4.5 lengths back. L'Oiseau d'Argent now up to be 3rd on the far outside. Ecclesiastic in between horses, and Ramon Dominguez still unconcerned with his position with Better Talk Now. They are still 5th in this field of 5.
A 48-4 opening half mile, and they're midway down the backstretch. And Remind has the lead by a half length. Chili Rooster, though, right alongside Remind. L'Oiseau d'Argent in the clear on the outside third. Better Talk Now has moved up a spot now. He's fourth, still on hold with 3 furlongs to go. Around the far turn, Remind in front. Chili Rooster has asked for more run. Better Talk Now, still waiting for run as the field turns for home. Remind cuts the corner, put to a drive. Better Talk Now is now cut loose as they come into the final furlong. 2 lengths to make up. Chili Rooster back to third. Ecclesiastic is fourth. In the final furlong, it's Remind and Better Talk Now. Ecclesiastic now third. Remind and Better Talk Now. Better Talk Now and Remind. Better Talk Now and Remind coming down to the line. Those two and Better Talk Now gets the job done, defeating Remind by a neck. Ecclesiastic was third.
Better Talk Now returns in nice shape here, getting a neck victory over Remind with Ecclesiastic back in the third spot after being involved early, dropped back and re-rallied a little bit late. The winner, Better Talk Now, is a 6-year-old Bay Gelding, a son of Talkin' Man from Bendita by Baldsky. Bred in Kentucky by the Wimborne Farm and owned by Brushwood Stable, trained by Graham Motion. Ridden to victory by his regular rider, Ramon Dominguez. Better Talk Now, who has proven more than once that he likes a little bit of give in the turf. Victory over the good turf course here in 1 minute, 42 and 3. We're going to head right back down to New York now in the Grade 3 Bed of Roses for older fillies and mares, $150,000 on offer. Let's head back down to the Big A in the running of the Bed of Roses.
And they're off. Excellent Tracy Girl, Spectacular Moon there on the outside. At the fence, it's Cativa, Bank Audit. Right up there with the early leaders. Out of the chute now, and it's Tracy Girl, short lead, Spectacular Moon on the outside. Cativa at the rail, Bank Audit in between horses. 5 lengths to Excellent and Pleasant Home, and a long way back to the trailer Childress. Up the back stretch after a quarter in 22 and 4. And it's Tracy Girl who's got the lead. Cativa right to her inside second. Bank Audit kept close to them third by 2. Spectacular Moon fourth. A big break back to Excellent is dropping off the pace. Followed by Pleasant Home, who's now about 12 lengths from the leaders. Childress trails the field at the half-mile pole. Cativa's the leader. Tracy Girl is second after a half and 45 seconds flat. Bank Audit now is called on for run, and Bank Audit is edging up closer to the leaders on the outside. Spectacular Moon is fourth. In the meantime, Pleasant Home is getting underway, and she's now about 9 lengths from the lead. Coming to the top of the stretch, Cativa, Tracy Girl. Bank Audit is third. Spectacular Moon. Pleasant Home now 5 lengths from the lead. Off the turn into the stretch, Tracy Girl doing battle with Cativa. On the far outside, Pleasant Home now 3 lengths from the lead. Now 2 lengths from the lead. And it is now Pleasant Home on the lead. Pleasant Home has taken the lead and will draw away, followed by Tracy Girl and Cativa. And it is Pleasant Home, home by 4.5. Tracy Girl was second, close for third, Cativa or Excellent.
Pleasant Home, again, it's not very often you see a Phipps horse, Shug McGahee, Cornelio Velasquez team up for a 5-length victory at well over 8-1, but this filly rallied nicely from off the pace. A huge advance on the turn, the type of move that usually gets you there at Belmont Park. Here getting the win at the Big A at the 1-turn mile. The horse she ran down, Tracy Girl, who's been running very good in a little bit lesser company, held on very well to finish second as the favorite. Cativa has to settle for third after showing good speed inside of horses contesting the pace and weakening down on the rail. The winner, Pleasant Home, is a dark Bayer Brown, 4-year-old daughter of Seeking the Gold from Our Country Place by Pleasant Colony. She was bred in Kentucky by the Phipps Stable, owned by the Phipps Stable, and trained by Shug McGahee, ridden to victory by Cornelio Velasquez. Pleasant Home covers the 1-turn mile in the Bed of Roses in 1:36 and 3. We're going to head back to the Big A now for a pair of races in the New York Stallion Series. This is restricted to the offspring of registered New York Stallions. We're going to begin with the Times Square division, $150,000 for the 3-year-old males. Let's head down to New York in the Times Square division of the New York Stallion Series.
And they're off. Good beginning for Galloping Grocer. Here comes Summerland up the inside on the far outside, Golden Roses. And just in behind the lead, it's Sideways Glance. Big Apple Daddy comes on through. Accurate, hard to handle early on, and 2 outs in the 9th down on the rail. Moving up onto the backstretch now. Galloping Grocer coming on through between horses. On the outside, Golden Roses. Those two head-to-head here with Summerland. Summerland reclaims a short lead. The opening quarter in 23 seconds flat. Now it's Summerland who's out there by length. Galloping Grocer second ahead. On the outside, Golden Roses is third, and 4 off the rail. Big Apple Daddy's hung way out there, approaching the far turn. 2 outs in the 9th, sitting Chilly While 5th. 5 lengths back to a retreating Sideways Glance, inaccurate. Into the far turn after a half in 45 and 1/5 seconds. Summerland, heavy pressure from Golden Roses. Big Apple Daddy on the outside. Galloping Grocer in a drive, but he's still about 3.5 lengths behind. A break of another 4 back to 2 outs in the 9th. Coming to the top of the stretch, nothing left for Summerland. It's Golden Roses now going head-to-head with Big Apple Daddy. Galloping Grocer still in a drive, but getting closer. Top of the stretch, Golden Roses, Big Apple Daddy still going at it, head-to-head for the lead. 3 lengths back to Galloping Grocer, doing his best, but he's still third. 2 outs in the 9th is 4th. Big Apple Daddy up for a short lead. Golden Roses very resolute and fighting back on the inside. Golden Roses, Galloping Grocer with a last gasp try coming down to the line. Golden Roses coming to the wire to win it. Absolute determination gets Golden Roses to the wire first. It was very close for second between Galloping Grocer and Big Apple Daddy.
Golden Roses, 2 races back, broke his maiden last time out, won a nice allowance race here in New York, and here gets stakes credentials in a restricted stakes race as the 4-to-1 third choice in the betting over Big Apple Daddy. And those two persevered pretty well throughout the drive, and Golden Roses just slipping through on the rail to get the victory. Big Apple Daddy holding on well to the second spot as Galloping Grocer could not really mount much of a bid in his first start back in with restricted company in quite some time. He was a little bit disappointing as the odds-on choice, holding on to get the third spot. It looked like he might get there under Edgar Prado, but he did fall short late. The winner, however, Golden Roses, a dark bay or brown gelded 3-year-old son of Gold Token from One Perfect Rose by Air Forbes 1. Bred by Seth Gregory in New York and owned by Henry Gregory, trained by Tommy Bush and ridden to victory by Sean Bridgemahan. Golden Roses covers the mile at the Big A in 1:36 flat. Right back to the Big A now for Sunday's co-feature, the Park Avenue division of the New York Stallion Series, this for 3-year-old fillies. Let's head back to New York in the Park Avenue division.
And they're off. Dynamo Hum racing for the lead from her far outside post. Pretty Susie is there. From the inside, RB's Token sprinting toward the lead. Avery Hall is there. Tomorrow's Lady is 5th and on the outside. Caracorm Splendor races in 6th. Way to Left is now 7th. Sweet Satan's is 8th, and after a slow beginning, Champagne Ending is now 9th toward the inside. Ms. Litigator is 10th, and Fountain's Princess is the trailer after a quarter that was extremely quick here, 22 seconds flat. RB's Token and Pretty Susie, they're both running a very enterprising race here. They lead by 2.5 lengths in a very quick pace. Dynamo Hum is now back running in 3rd. Tomorrow's Lady is called on for run, 7 lengths from the battle up front with the half mile to go, and a half in a scorching 44 and 3/5 seconds. Pretty Susie now up to take the lead. RB's Token couldn't keep up with her. On the outside here comes Dynamo Hum, and it's 4 lengths back to Tomorrow's Lady, and a break of another 5 back to Caracorm Splendor. Ms. Litigator is now launching a strong bid as they approach the quarter pole, and Avery Hall is still coming on with 12 lengths to make up. Dynamo Hum comes off the turn with the lead. Dynamo Hum is the leader at the top of the stretch. Pretty Susie running an amazing race here to be second in the final furlong, and it's a long way back to Ms. Litigator 3rd. They're coming down to the finish. Will you look at Pretty Susie? Pretty Susie has come back to win. Terrific performance. Won by 2 lengths over Dynamo Hum. Ms. Litigator was 3rd. Caracorm Splendor was 4th.
Pretty Susie, a recent maiden winner in New York. Last time out, in fact, going off at 6-1, picking up an impressive 2+ length victory, running down the pace setter Dynamo Hum in the final 16th of a mile. Miss Litigator finishing in the third spot as one of the outsiders at 9-1. After a bit of a bumpy start, she ends up closing quite a bit of ground under Richie Migliori to finish third. The winner, Pretty Susie, a dark Bayer Brown 3-year-old daughter of Dixie Browse from Pretty Personal by Personal Flag, was bred in New York, by James F. Edwards, owned by the breeder, trained by H. James 007 Jim Bond, ridden to victory by Pablo Fregoso. Pretty Susie runs the mile at the Big A in 1:36 and 3. We do have a special event for you. I'd like to thank Dick Powell for once again getting a copy of the races from Sha Tin. Over this past weekend, an historic event taking place in Hong Kong in horse racing, a 17-for-17 streak unbroken by a horse by the name of Silent Witness. Let's head over to Hong Kong, Sha Tin Racecourse, and last Saturday night's running of the Queen's Silver Jubilee Cup.
We're all ready. They're off. Hits the gates well. Silent Witness. Planet Ruler's going to park behind him. Figures going forward to attack. Tiber jumps on. Right there also My Choice. Scintillation dwelled a bit. He's trying to bury through, but he can't get close now. Town of Fion and the Duke outside him. They get well away from Gem of India, Meridian Star. Electronic Unicorn, the old fellow, last of all. Silent Witness rolls. Figures second. Tiber 3 deep third. Scintillation in the middle and the Duke under him. My Choice follows the fence. Next, Town of Fion, Planet Ruler off the bridle here. Gem of India well back, Meridian Star and Electronic Unicorn 10 lengths off the lead. At the half-mile mark, Silent Witness by half a length. The figure second. Tiber has to do it tougher. Scintillation there also in 5. The Duke and My Choice the inside from Planet Ruler, Town of Fion. Gem of India, Meridian Star and Electronic Unicorn is last of all. Ears up as the crowd roars as Silent Witness swings in front. Figures is off the bridle. Tiber chases hard. Scintillation trying hard from the Duke. My Choice, Meridian Star. Next, Town of Fion, Planet Ruler, Gem of India. Electronic Unicorn with the old legs. The big heart comes from last. Tries to wind up and does. Silent Witness sitting on it. Electronic Unicorn from the pack closing. Town of Fion, Scintillation further back. But Silent Witness, I'll never see anything like this again in my life. 17 straight. Stand cheer. Applaud the best because he's just got better. Silent Witness by 1.5 to Town of Fion. Planet Ruler, Electronic Unicorn, Meridian Star. Next in the Duke, Scintillation, Gem of India, My Choice, Tiber. And Figures dropped out last of all. How easy was that? 1400, not a problem. Straight to the front. Rolled at a good speed and he just went further away.
Silent Witness picking up his 17th consecutive victory. He is undefeated and very, very impressive. He galloped out beautifully, in fact, coming under the wire with his ears perked forward, looking like he was ready to take on more challengers in this about 7-furlong turf event. He certainly was very impressive, and he has literally done nothing wrong throughout his career. Undefeated, 17 for 17. He has run exclusively in Asian racing. We will have to see what happens if he decides to take on the greater racing world, but he was very impressive here. In fact, there is talk afoot that there may be a match race between Silent Witness and Ghost Sapper, and what an interesting event that would be. The winner, Silent Witness, a fairly handy winner under Felix Coetzee over Town of Fion and Planet Ruler. He is owned by Arthur and Betty De Silva, trained by Tony Cruz, ridden to victory by his regular rider, Felix Coetzee. Silent Witness covers the about distance of 7 furlongs at Sha Tin in 1:21 flat. That's going to wrap up the program. Thank you again to Dick Powell for getting us that international footage. We thought it was something that was certainly worth seeing. A lot of Americans have not had the chance to see it, and unless you had TVG and either set your VCR or were up very, very late at night, you missed it. So we hope you did enjoy that special feature. Thanks everyone for joining us for this week's edition of Horses and Courses. We hope you'll be back here next time. Until then, I'm Jean Wood. Have a great week at the races.
She